Hi guys, welcome to today's video. I'm super excited because we're going to be doing a review of a dupe fragrance house, talking about Julianna's Perfume. They get a lot of hype, I feel like, on social media, and one of the things that I really love about them is they have so many options, especially for niche fragrances, which I love because I've really been getting into the niche world a lot more. So they are kindly sponsoring today's video, which is super exciting because I've had my eye on them for a while. They actually sent over a bunch of samples a few weeks ago for me to go through and pick out my favorites. I have travel sizes here of my 4 favorite scents. This is what the packaging looks like. These are around $20 each. And they also have 50 ml bottles that are between $59 and $69, but I believe they're in the process of switching to 30 ml bottles. So I'm not sure if the pricing is going to change at all for that. But the cool thing is, for this video, they created a special product page for my favorite perfumes, and you guys can go on there and get the bundle for a huge discount. I think it's 40% off, which is amazing. And that's gonna last for 30 days after this video goes live. So I really appreciated that. I will have it listed close to the top of the description box. And actually, I'll probably also pin it in a comment if it's easier for you guys to find my description box that way. All of their orders, though, if you purchase anything, come with free shipping and a 90-day return policy. And I feel like even if you're somebody that doesn't usually go for dupe fragrances, there's the cases where a super expensive perfume doesn't have good longevity, or maybe you just can't justify a super high price tag because the prices on these dupe fragrances are all pretty similar, and they have some really expensive perfumes duped on here. So I feel like for fragrances like that, it's really nice to have a more affordable option. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the scents. Starting out with one that's a dupe of a fragrance that I actually just mentioned in my recent wishlist video, and I have been wanting it for so long. So this is called Fiery Goddess. You can probably guess. This is a dupe of God of Fire by Stephen Humbert Lucas. Apologies if I am not great at pronunciations of brands or names throughout this video. It's not my strong suit. But anyways, I've had a decant of the original God of Fire perfume for a while. And when I got this sample, I was shocked at how accurate it is to the original scent. Like, it's crazy. And another thing about these is they are all extrait de parfums, which is like the highest concentration of a perfume pretty much that you can get. So you know they're all gonna last. So kind of goes back to what I said before about if a super high-end perfume doesn't last long, you know you're not really gonna have that issue with these. But anyways, I will say though, before I get more into the scent, the packaging on these travel sizes is so luxe and like good quality. I feel like often travel sizes, brands will kind of like skimp on the quality and it'll just be like cheapy little container that breaks easily or the lids fall off easily. The lids on these are very tight on there. You really have to pull to get it off, but it's nice because then when you throw it in your bag, you don't have to worry about the lids falling off. That's like one of my biggest pet peeves. And the sprayer is really nice on these two. Super fine mist. I just love the quality and the thought that they put into the packaging as well as the actual fragrance. So this one, I'll read you guys the notes, spray it on a tester strip just so that I can get like the opening and everything. So the top notes for this one are mango, lemon, ginger, and red berries. The heart notes are woody notes, coumarin, jasmine. The base notes are musk, amber, cypriol oil, and agarwood or oud. So this is a very fruity summertime fragrance, like tropical fruits from that mango. I know it says there's oud in the base, but I don't really get oud from this at all. I more get those top fruity notes, and then in the dry down, the kind of floral woody base. But it's crazy how the opening and dry down are so spot on with this and God of Fire. I feel like they both have this almost melon-like opening to my nose anyways. I feel like I get this like fruity melony kind of opening. But as it dries down, it very quickly turns into that mango citrusy kind of scent, and it has this kind of like sharpness to it that really sticks around and makes you smell like expensive. It's like an expensive, sophisticated fruity perfume, not too young or body spray like or anything like that. So intoxicating. I will definitely be wearing this one a lot this summer. I'm not gonna need the God of Fire. I'm really excited for summer to come around so I can wear this. I was just in Florida and I wore it a few times and it was like strong. I could smell it like all day on me. So next scent, this might be the one that I was the most excited for besides the God of Fire, because this is a fragrance that I feel like has been so hyped up for so long. It's called Beautiful Bella, and it is inspired by Xerjoff's Dama Bianca, which is a perfume that's been on my radar for pretty much ever since it's gotten hyped up. It is like a powdery floral vanilla. I'm gonna spray it here so I can like get a fresh whiff of this. So feminine and like a pretty girl scent. So let me read you guys the notes of this one. So we have top notes of kumquat, lime, heart notes of Italian iris, violet, lilac, Egyptian pear, lily of the valley, and base notes of vanilla, malt, ambrette, white musk, and sandalwood. Funny story, I actually just had a kumquat for the first time when I was in Florida, and it was so delicious. Like one of my favorite citrus fruits I've ever had. Anyways, back to the fragrance. I don't really get the kumquat or like a strong citrus tone from this. It just has a little bit of that fruitiness in there, but mainly it's like a soft, powdery, musky kind of vanilla. I do pick up on the violet in there. I love that it has iris, violet, and lilac because they're kind of similar purple florals, and they smell really beautifully blended in this perfume. It doesn't smell overly floral. I feel like the vanilla and the white musk really blend with the florals. And then obviously you have the fruity notes. There's pear in here, which I get the pear a little bit more than the citruses. And it's just so feminine and elegant and pretty and like a princess perfume. Like this is a princess perfume for sure. This is one that I can't take my nose away from because it's not overly strong. It doesn't have any sharp quality to it that would give you a headache really. So it's just one of those perfumes that you want to keep sniffing. I would say it's like the perfect out of the shower scent, especially in the springtime. This next one goes in a different direction. It's more of a gourmand scent. It's inspired by Minuit et Demi from Fragrance du Bois, which if you didn't know is Demi Rawlings' perfume that she collabed with Fragrance du Bois on. And this is called Time for Romance. So I'm just gonna spray this one. The sprayer on these is just so nice. Every time I smell this, I'm reminded of how good it is. This is the perfect fall and winter perfume. If you want to smell kind of along the lines of a gourmand perfume, but you want to be a little bit different and unique, this has like a spicy, warm quality to it. The top notes are cardamom, pimento, and bergamot. The heart notes are caramel, coffee, and the base notes are vetiver, cedarwood, cashmere, vanilla, musk, and bourbon de l'air. I really do pick up the cardamom and the pimento in the opening, and as it dries down, I definitely get more of that caramel coffee tone, and it's a little bit woody as well. If you spray this on a sweater or a scarf, you're just gonna wanna bury your nose in it. Like it's addicting. And I've never smelled anything quite like this before. I know there are other fragrances with this type of DNA, but I feel like this is so good. I don't know how they could top it. Last perfume is another Xerjoff fragrance that Julianna's Perfume did a version of. So this one is called Center of Attention, and it is a dupe of La Capitale from Xerjoff. So this is another really unique fragrance, but it's really alluring, and there is a leather note in here that you really get in the opening, especially for me when I spray it on paper. When I spray it on my skin, I get more of the fruitiness and like a perfuminess. So I don't know if my skin just doesn't hold on to that leather note as much, but when I spray it on clothes or paper, I get that a little bit more, but it's not in like an off-putting way. It's blended really beautifully with the other notes, and it smells very like smooth and almost creamy. So I don't think it would turn you off if you're not into those type of like more masculine notes. I feel like it's not done in a masculine way in here at all. As it dries down, I definitely get that fruitiness. Like I said, on me especially, it gets very perfumey and smells like expensive, which I do like. It's a little bit softer though than God of Fire. That has more of a tart fruitiness, but I'll read the notes to you guys. The top notes are strawberry, caramel, peach, and labdanum. The heart notes are saffron, leather, amber, ginger, and rose, and the base notes are bourbon, vanilla, benzoin, and oud. I do get that kind of bourbon vanilla note in here that I really like, and I do feel like the fruitiness and the caramel blends really well with that leather to give it, like I said, kind of a creamy tone. But I am describing it more how it smells on paper because that's what I'm smelling it from right now. On my skin, like I said, it's a little bit more fruity and perfumey, but like I said, this is a unique fragrance that still smells alluring and likable. To my nose, it doesn't smell really polarizing, but obviously scent is very personal. But that is the last perfume. So I actually tried 3 Xerjoff perfumes when they sent me their samples, and I came down to these 2, but I also loved the other one, which was inspired by Lyra, and that one I think on the Julianna's Perfume website is called Silicon Sweetheart, and that is also a delicious perfume, but I didn't want to have 3 Xerjoff scents in here, and it was hard to narrow it down because I really love Time for Romance and the Fiery Goddess one too, but I feel like I really love that Xerjoff DNA. I'm really drawn to it and I like everything I've tried. I hope that Julianna's Perfume eventually dupes all of their fragrances. I feel like they just do such a good job, and I just love so much that they do so many niche fragrances. I know they do designer perfumes as well, but I feel like a lot of the people who talk about Julianna's Perfume also are really into niche, and the quality and longevity on all of these is just stunning. So I am very excited to add these to my collection and wear them. Anyways, that is going to be it, I think, for this video. Thank you so much to Julianna's Perfume for working with me on this. I had such a good experience, like I said, and I would love to work with them again in the future. I just feel like these are such a good alternative. Don't forget to check out the link in the description for my favorites, and obviously you can go on their website there and browse all of their scents. I feel like there's something for everyone. But anyways, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new. I would love to have you join our little fragrance family here, and hopefully I'll see you back here next time. Bye.